One of the worst things that you could ever do to your relationship is sharing with others the private moments in your relationship, either positive or negative. Whichever way it is, it's going to come back and bite you in your butt. Hello beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the things that you should keep to yourself, things that you shouldn't share with others no matter what. Okay, so one of the things that you should keep to yourself is the good deed that you are doing to others. The word of God said, don't tell your left hand what your right hand had done. There is a reason why that is so. The moment you are able to use that as a principle in your life, then so many other things are going to fall into place. Okay, telling other people the good things that you have done to one person or the other, it could make you to come off as someone that is boasting and proud. I don't want to know what it is that you have done for someone, okay? Even if that person turn around later in life to reward you with evil, it is still not enough reason for you to come out and say, oh, this is what I've done, that is what I've done. It happens, life happens. If it happens to you that way, then you take it that way. Whatever it is that you have done, it is between you and God. When you do good things, when you are kind to others, you should look up unto God for your reward. Don't expect your rewards to come from that person that you have done the things to. Do you get what I'm saying? Another thing that you want to keep to yourself is your flaws and your weakness. This I am speaking from experience that I have learned from others and the one that had happened to me. No matter how good the relationship that you're having with your friends or any other person is, refrain from sharing your weakness and your flaws. There was a time I saw on E-Channel where Cameron Diaz was being asked from one of the E-Channel's representatives to tell them the part of her body that she hated the most. And I love her response. She was like, if I let you know the part of my body that I don't like, the next time you see me, it is going to be the first thing that you will notice about me. And believe me, it is so true, because it's like you are putting a magnifying glass on that part of you that you feel is not good enough or that is not even good at all. Once you know that there is nobody that is completely perfect, even if it is not externally, it's going to be internal. No matter what, do not let people to be aware of your past mistakes or the bad things that you have done way back, because I know since it is in the past, definitely you are likely to have kept it in the past and move on from there. So there is no point sharing with others. If you do that, they are going to use it against you later in future. It could be as simple as you being with your friend, even if you are quite young, still a teenager. Refrain from telling your friends, oh, there was a time I love taking meat from my mom's pot, or you love sneaking into the kitchen to take one thing or the other and run back to your room. If everybody laughed about it at that moment, or one other person come up to share similar experience, if anything should happen in the future among same friends, you could be labeled as someone that is likely to have done, especially when it comes to stealing or lying, or maybe something misses in that group. They could be like, oh, there was a time she was stealing in our house, maybe she has started doing it again. Like, that is a terrible thing that could happen to anyone just because you shared what had happened to you in your past. Your flaws and your mistake is a private thing that should be kept to yourself. Okay, it's part of your life, it's part of who you are. Letting it into the open is not going to help you in any way. Rather, it will be used to ridicule you, and it could be used to bring you down. Okay, so another thing that you should keep to yourself, wherever you find yourself, the secret of others. Secrets told to you is a confidential matter. Sharing it with others is a pure wickedness. It is wicked to tell others what your friend or what one person or the other had shared with you in private. Sometimes we don't seem to value relationship when we have it until we lose it. Okay, sharing other people's secret is not nice. There are times people could share their secret with you just to test if you are loyal. It could be something that is not true, and it could be something that is not that serious. And if you go about sharing it with others, you have just lost an opportunity there. Another thing is sharing the private moments in your relationship. Okay, see, I know a lot of people don't see this as something that is wrong. Okay, but it is wrong. It is not okay. No matter what you share, be it positive or negative, whether you like it or not, it is going to come back and bite you in your butt. It is a talk like this, a video like this, a show like this one that is going to give you an opportunity to reassess yourself, to process the whole thing, and advise you in one thing or the other that you could do to help yourself, whether it is to come out of that relationship, whether it is to right some wrong or do one thing or the other about it. Sometimes back, I had a friend that wanted to know the sexual relationship I was having with my boyfriend, and the kind of questions she was asking was kind of strange and cringy. I mean, why would you want to know how he does it? Why would you want to share your private moments with a friend, a group of friends? This is something that is so private. It is not something to be shared with others. When I was asked that question, I felt irritated. I cringed within me, both physically and emotionally. Instead of me to answer her, I asked why she would want to know such thing. Beside the fact that I knew that she wasn't into any relationship, like, that babe was strange. The answer she gave to me was that, oh, it's not a big deal. That she used to know someone that used to gist her about such thing and how good her boyfriend was, or how big her boyfriend was, and how they were doing it and different styles and all that. I was like, oh, and where is the girl now? Is she still your friend? Oh, she said no. I said, okay, so is she still without her boyfriend? Are they married now? He said, oh no, they are not married. He left her. Why won't he leave her? I mean, somebody else must have snatched. Maybe the information was passed down to another person, and someone that, wanted someone else, a man like that would have gone after him and just snatched the guy from her. Even if your sexual life is overly active, it is not something that should be shared. Or it could be boring, not satisfactory. It is still not something that you should share. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even go there. Okay? This next one I talked about in my last video, how you move in silence. So this next one is sharing your goals with others. Don't tell people your plan in life. Don't tell people your goals. Your goals are things that is personal to you. It should be kept to yourself. The next project that you want to embark on, don't do that. Earlier in life, I had a friend that I felt, okay, we were so close, we grew up together, and I used to share such thing with her. Some came to pass, some did not. Okay, and I feel that as time goes on in life, as you grow older, there are some things that you will come to understand and know as a fact. But you are lucky if you have someone, or if you happen to come across a show like this that is telling you, this you don't share, this you keep to yourself. Okay, so don't share your goals with others. It is not wise. Okay, so this one has to do with past relationship. If you find yourself in a new relationship, don't tell your new guy about your old guys. Don't tell him about things that happened in the past relationship. This is going to be like a way to shed light into the kind of person you are. Things that you could tolerate and things that you could not tolerate. And there are some things that will happen later in your present relationship that they are going to use it to judge you. It could be because of what you have told this new person, previously, that is making him to react that way. Instead of letting him to know that, oh, this is what this person had done to me, it's so terrible, and going into details, with him is not advisable. Let your present relationship, let it unfold itself. Okay, of course you are supposed to have learned from the last relationship, and so you use it positively in your present relationship. And if it looks as if it's the same thing, or it's going to be the same thing like the previous one, then you know when to cut off and you know when to move on. Okay, talking about your past relationship is not going to help you, rather it's going to hurt you. Okay, because it will be used against you, and it will be used as a measure on how to treat you in the present relationship. Another thing you don't want to share with others is the affair that goes on in your family. No matter what is happening in your family, you don't want to out it to others, because things are surely going to become better. And if you share the bad moment, the bad and the worst moments with others, they are going to like look at your family as if that is the regular things that happen. Sometimes when you're going through some negative things when it comes to your family, it is something that others could see. When that happens, then it is not your fault. If you tell others about your own family affair, they're going to use it to judge you. They're going to use you to assess you. Another thing you don't want to talk about is your struggle in life. Whether it has something to do with your health, or it has something to do with the situation you are in presently. As long as you are still processing it, as long as it is still going on, it is not as if it is wrong. If it is a must for you to share, sometimes you need help just by sharing, then you seek a therapist. Some things that you see as a big deal is not a big deal to others. And if you tell them like, oh, this is what I'm going to, oh, it's so tough, life is this, life is that, they're just going to look at you as someone that is being dramatic, or you are exaggerating. Okay, no matter how you feel about a situation, let it be something that you'll be able to process well and see that, okay, people are going through the same thing, or people are going through similar things, and this is what they are doing about it, and this is how they've been able to heal from it and, you know, move on with their life. Telling others is not the solution, because these people might not even be in a position to help you or do anything. The best they could do is to be like, oh, so sorry about that. And for that moment, they will say that. In the next moment, they're not even thinking about it. Or they might feel like, what's the big deal there? So and so is going through worse thing. Why does she go about acting as if she has fire on her head, or the whole world is on top of you? Like, some people do not attach value to something that does not have anything to do with them. Another one is your financial status. Don't go about telling people how much you are earning, or how much you are worth, or how much you have in your bank account. It is private. Those are private things. If you feel that is not a big deal, it is a big deal, because you're just opening an avenue for people to judge you, for people to weigh you, for people to exploit you. Believe me. And if people see it and you don't have anything to offer them, then you are going to be ridiculed, because you don't know how much the person you are talking to is earning. If the person is earning more than you, if like you are earning a fraction of what that person is earning, they're just going to like feel, what is the big deal? If it happens that you are the highest paid person in the midst of those people, or among your friends, you are going to be heavily exploited. Sometimes people do this in order to hype themselves. Sometimes you do it just because you want people to respect you or regard you in a certain way. By the time the repercussions start rolling in, you will know that it is what you have said earlier on that is causing the whole thing. So guys, those are the things that you should keep to yourself when it comes to your life, your family, and every other thing. So thank you for tuning in today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you like video like this, or if you like this particular video. So stay blessed, stay beautiful, and be happy. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.